Oh, well, hello. I didn't see you there. Hey guys, so today I am going to be filming a comparison between the Soul Shimmering Dry Oil, the sister company to Colourpop, versus the new glow oil that they came out with. And just so you're aware, yes, I am wearing a top. I am not naked. And so we'll kind of see the difference between the two. The main difference, of course, is that there is not glitter in the glow oil and the shimmering dry oil. There is. So we will do a comparison and color swatches and whatnot and see what we like better. So if you want to see how this goes, then keep on watching. Also, real quick, I just wanted to point out I'm loving my eyes today, the eyeshadow look that I created. So if you want to know how to create this or how I created it, then comment below and I'll do a video on it. But I think it turned out super fun. And I just paired it with this lip color, which is a little out of my comfort zone, but thought I'd try something fun. So anyways, let's jump into the video now. Okay, so recently I did do a video on the Soul Shimmering Dry Oil, and I mostly focused on the shade Soft Gold. And I mean, it's something that I've been wanting, like a dry oil that's affordable, and of course coming from the Colourpop company. I know it is their sister company, but it is sold on the Colourpop website. I was super excited about it. So just real quick, let me just go through the colors. And I don't know if the glow oil needs to be shaken. I shake it anyways, but if you look at the shimmering dry oil, it of course settles. So you do need to shake these really good before you use them. So anyways, this one is the platinum, and this one is the soft gold, the one that I did in the last video. This one is the warm gold. And lastly we have, which I think my kids played with it because it's all in the lid. It's okay. The bronze shade. So those are comparison. And on their website they do say that these, the shimmering dry oil, are good for any skin tone, whereas I could not find that anywhere for the glow oil. So do keep that in mind. And I will talk more about that in a minute. So for the glow oil, they have the champagne, rosé, golden, and lastly caramel or caramel, however you prefer to pronounce it. So just a couple things that I've noticed right away. The glow oil, the new one, is smaller than the shimmering dry oil, but I mean there is a space down here in the glass bottle, so it's not a significant amount smaller, but it is something to note. This one has 3 full ounces. Oh, this one actually says it has 3.5, not full ounces, fluid. What am I thinking? Anyways, so it does say you actually get more in here. So even though it appears smaller, you do get more in here, so that's good. I actually thought it was less, and I was disappointed, but it would help if I read the bottle and paid attention. Good job, Jessie. Anyways, so a good thing about the dry oil, or the glow oil, is that it is a plastic bottle, not a glass. This one's glass, and this one's plastic. So yay! You don't have to worry about breaking it, especially if you carry it with you, like you're going to the pool or the beach or wherever. you don't have to worry about it breaking so much. Now, that doesn't mean it won't break because, you know, plastic bottles still can get crushed and broken. And of course the lids can break and then it can spill out everywhere because it does not have a locking. I heard other like YouTubers and just customers in general talk about how they wish that the lid would turn so that way it could lock in case the lid broke or came off. It still does not have that. So, but I mean, that's not a make it or break it situation for me, so it's fine. But what I did want to talk about, because I have already swatched all these, just because I couldn't wait, I was excited. The Shimmering Dry Oil, because I am fair and, you know, the deepest one looks pretty dark for me, it still works. It gives me a little bit of color like I was out in the sun, and that's fine. It still blends in nicely and it works. However, this one on the Glow Oil side, it's a little dark on my skin because it's a thicker consistency and it's not mostly relying on the shimmer. I feel it's not opaque because it is an oil and it's transparent, but it shows up. But the good thing about this, if you get the set, because they do sell it as a set and they sell it individually, it says on there that you can mix the colors and kind of create your own personalized shade. So that is cool. So if you want to, you know, play around and mix the shades together and see if you can get your perfect shade, then great. So yeah, that's all I have to say for now. So let's just jump into swatching the shades, and I'm gonna swatch them on my shoulder. First, I'm gonna do a comparison of the lightest shades next to each other so we can just see, you know, which one is more shimmery, pigmented, you know. So we're gonna do that. But real quick, because I said in my last video about all the glitter in it, if you don't like glitter, this one is more for you. And also real quick, in this set, the Shimmering Dry Oil, the glass bottle one, you did get a brush with it. It's their little kabuki brush. This I have found works great with the Shimmering Dry Oil, the one with, you know, all the shimmers in it. I do not like it for this one. I feel like it takes the pigment into the brush and doesn't disperse it around. I have found using my hand works best for this one. However, you don't always want to use your hand because you don't want to get it all over. So I do understand that. So you could still use the brush. The brush does work fine. I just feel like if you want more pigmentation, then using your hand is going to be the best way for this one. But for this, with all that glitter, I still recommend the brush because otherwise it's going to be everywhere. I mean, it's going to be everywhere anyways. Who are we kidding? So anyways, let's jump right into the swatches. Now, I'm hoping that you can see everything very clearly. So first, like I said, we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison of the lightest shade and then so on and so forth. And for the Shimmering Dry Oil, I will be using the little brush that came with the set. And for these, it does not come with a brush, and I'm wondering if that's because it does apply best with your hand, so I will not be using a brush for these. So I will be doing, which side do I want glitter all over? Doesn't matter, it'll get everywhere anyways. I'm gonna do the shimmering side on my left shoulder and then the Glow Oil on the right. So first we're starting with the shade Platinum, and this one, you do have to be quick because it does start to run, whereas these, since it's thicker, you know, you have a little more time. But I'm just going to do a couple little things and then use the brush to kind of blend it in. And I will use my phone light to kind of show you more of the shimmer because it's hard to see in these lights. It's better outside, but I can't film outside right now. So Now we're going with the champagne shade from the Glow Oil. And that one, as you can see, it's thicker, not running as fast. And I'm just going to use my hand. Ugh. It doesn't gross me out, I'd rather use a brush because I don't want it all over. But I mean, it goes in real nicely with your hand. You cannot see in these lights, so I will be using my phone. So anyways, so if you can see this, probably not at all. Yay. Maybe it'll be better if I show it on my arm. All right, let me try that real quick. Shake it up. I'm going to put it on my arm. Ooh. And I'm just going to use the brush to kind of... Is that better? Yes, you can see all the shimmers now. So that's with the Shimmering Dry Oil. And then right next to it, I'm going to put... So this is basically just like a dry oil, but glowing. So it'll look kind of wet. And this one is more sparkly. If you can. So yeah, see, you can see that this one's more of like an oily look. And then this one is more shimmery. So let me get a makeup wipe and just clean this off. So that's what those two look like side by side. And again, those were the two lightest shades. Great, it's saying my battery is dying. Hooray! Alright, let me change my battery and then I'll keep filming. Okay, and battery is changed. Now we're moving on to the next two shades. All right, so the next one that I'm doing that shimmer is Soft Gold, and I'm just gonna do it on my arm. Who am I kidding? All right, so putting that on there, and again, buffing it around with the brush, and you can see all that shimmer. And of course, it looks much better in the sun. Now I'm going in with the shade Rosé from the Glow Oil, like that. And I'm just going to use my hand again. So as you can see, it shows pigmentation. So depending on what shade your skin, not shade, what skin tone you are, then it may or may not look good. So there it is. You can see it's just glowing, and then that one is just shimmer. So the next one that we're doing is Warm Gold. And this one comes out super thick. I don't know if it's just the one that I got. Hopefully they're not all supposed to come out thick like that. I don't think so. But the Warm Gold, it always comes out really thick. I don't know. But you can see how shimmery, if it would focus on my arm, how shimmery that one is. And it's because, like I said in my last video, the glitter, I mean, look at that. The glitter is just much more intense in the Warm Gold. So next to that, I am going to do the shade Golden. And see? So, I think for this one, you really have to get the shade of your skin tone, because otherwise you really have to massage that in. And I mean, it's good if you're tanning or if you want to mix around the colors and create a custom shade, because see, once you blend it in, it's not so bad. But you can see all the shimmer there and then not so much there. So I mean, personally, you can see it all over my hand too. but the glitter it picked up from the other side. So because I have kids, I deal with glitter, and because I'm an artist and I do like to craft, I deal with glitter then too sometimes, but mostly with my kids. I don't like glitter. I think it's pretty, but it is a pain in the butt because it just never leaves. It is there forever. And so with that said, do I love the glitter and how it gets everywhere in these shimmering dry oils? No, not at all. But do I love how it looks when it catches the light? Yeah, it looks super good. You look healthy and glowing, and it's like summer in a bottle, and it's great. But that dang glitter, I mean, and I am not kidding when I say that it gets everywhere. So you don't have that problem with the glow oil, but what I have found so far, it's not as bright, it's not as glowy. I don't know, glowy is not a word. It doesn't glow as much, and not as shimmery, of course, so there is that. All right, let's try the deepest shade, and I will show you how the deepest shade of the shimmering dry oil works on my skin, but the other one doesn't, so I would have to mix in another shade. So this one you blend in, and if you look at it, it just looks like there's a tiny bit of like tint in it, but it just looks like, you know, the sun, like I was out in the sun. And look at how shimmery that is. And then for the other one, here's where you'll see that does not blend in so well. Like, you have to really, really work this in. To be fair, I am extremely fair. I mean, it's nice. I don't know why I sound like a snake. It's just, you know, I'd have to play around and mix the colors together. And that's what I tried to do yesterday, and it does work, mixing the colors around. And as long as you blend it out into an area, like you have to blend it out further than you were anticipating, then it will, you know, be fine. It'll look good. As long as you blend it in all over your body, basically. So, now that I've used like a million makeup wipes, I'm going to actually put the one shade, just throwing stuff around, I'm going to put Rosé like on my shoulders and my chest, and just so you can get an idea. I'm going to use the brush just to, because I don't want to get it all over my hand. But you can see, like, even this is pigmented. But, I mean, this will be good, like, you know, in the summer if I get a little color, which I started to this summer, and then I just didn't get to go out as much as I had wanted. So I'm actually going to put champagne on my shoulders. I'm just going to use the brush. But I still think it looks good. You can see the difference, and this one looks a little more matte and this one is more glowy. So there is that. So I don't know, what do you guys think? It is glowy, you can see that. and it is really nice, especially since it doesn't have all the dang glitter in it. So you don't have to worry about that. So, see? Now you can see it. You just couldn't tell the difference between them before, but you can definitely see the glowing. So, which do I prefer? It's hard to say. These are more intense, especially the soft gold and the warm gold. These are definitely the most intense, I feel. And they do work with any skin tone, so you can't really go wrong. Well, it claims to work with any skin tone, so I don't know for sure. These, they don't work with every skin tone, but you can mix and match them and kind of build your, you know, not build, but make your own color, which is kind of cool and fun. So, you know, hopefully that works. But they're not as intense, but they still give you that glow. So if you want the glow and you don't care if it's not as intense and you'd rather not have the glitter, then go with these, the glow oil. But if you don't mind the glitter and you want more of an intense look, then go with the shimmering dry oil. So I think it just depends on what mood I'm in and if I feel like dealing with glitter and things like that. And okay, the glitter's not bad. It's just you will see it everywhere. Like blankets and clothing, people that you hug or touch. Yeah. But, I mean, it's definitely glowing. And I apologize if the light's not better. I'm working on that. So, yeah, guys, I think that's it. I do recommend both. I think that they're fun. It's mostly what do you want to wear, you know? I forgot to mention that both products smell the same and they're amazing. So, yeah, I think that's it. So until next time, guys, bye! So I think I spoke a little too soon and that the brush actually does perform well when using the glow oil. You don't need to use your hands if you don't want to get them dirty. I should have played with it a little more. I'm sorry. But I don't know. I think maybe it shows a little more pigment and when you don't use the brush. But I think it does work still and it's fine. But this set does not come with the brush, so you will have to buy that separate or use a separate brush. Just, you know, so you know that. So yeah. Real quick, my kids wanted to say hi.
Hi.
What is that? Let Esme see too.
I'm wearing my mood necklace. I'm wearing my mood necklace and ring. Yeah, ring. Focus. Come on, focus, 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 focus.
It's trying to focus on me. It won't leave me alone.
There we go, you can kind of see it.
And now it's focusing on Esme. Alright.
Hi. Hi. I'm playing with some fondant.
You made some fondant? Yeah. Alright, bye!
I did too, but also, guess what? We're going to be playing Minecraft in a minute.
You're getting dark.
Bye. If you know what Minecraft is,